There has been a disturbance in the Force. There will be spoilers. I have spoken. I'm back. Did you miss El Cachorro? El Cachorro missed you. And I figured what better way to make my return than let's talk about the new Disney Plus streaming show, The Mandalorian. If you haven't watched this show, I recommend stop watching this video and go watch it, because I'm going to talk about it, and then you're going to cry that, spoilers, when I already warned you like 3 times now. Alright, so I loved it. I love the show. I thought it was great. It's got that old mix of the old school Star Wars mixed with new school technology. It was dark. It was gritty. It wasn't, beautiful CGI sets like we had in the prequels. It wasn't as, touched up as the new trilogy is. It was, practical effects. Mixed with some, obviously with some digital stuff in there, because you got to have that nowadays. I mean, you can't just do all practical. But it was a mixture of both, and it worked really well. They blended them really well together. The acting, for the most part, I thought was pretty much on par. Great. I enjoyed a lot of the characters. Now, let's do a little more breakdown. The show opens with him entering a bar on a cantina on a frozen planet, and it's much like a cantina scene. We get there's a couple cantina scenes, and we bring back some of the old school characters. I guess I should bring that first. We have Rhodians. There is some, I've never seen say this word right, Trandushans boss, for that's referred to him as boss. We had some Salacious Crumb characters. I don't remember what their official term is. I think they're called space monkeys as a common term in there. So they bring you back some of your old school alien feels, squid faces, and gives you that good, classic alien feel. Unlike where all the other movies just keep trying to introduce new aliens all the time. Just bring back some of our classics, and they do that here. The scene, obviously, let's talk about the main character. I want to keep jumping right to the scenes. Pablo Pascal is the Mandalorian. He's he's just a more imposing Judge Dredd type, doesn't talk a lot. He's the Mandalorian. That's what they're supposed to be like that, People might gripe about that, but that's kind of how it is. He doesn't take his helmet off so far for the entire first episode, and I'm pretty sure that's probably going to change as we move forward. But they're supposed to be more, a secretive type of people, and they're going to always keep their armor on. So now as we break down into the stuff, so we start off, like I said, on a cantina on an ice planet. Gets into a bar fight. It's pretty badass. He kicks some ass, chops a guy in half with a door. That's awesome. And then we find out that he's there for a bounty. This is probably where people will gripe, because this alien, I can't remember what the hell they were called, he's kind of more of a comical, whiny character. People probably will complain about that, but it makes sense, because that's what he should kind of be, because that's why they're after him. And then there's, of course, the taxi speeder scene. It was probably thought, people might complain about that stuff, but I thought it was fine. They board the spaceship after dodging a lake animal, and we find out that there's a bunch of people in carbonite on the ship, and he tricks this guy into putting him in a carbonite. And it seems like carbonite now is the bounty hunter way. When Empire Strikes Back, it was still new at the time, and they wasn't sure Han was going to survive it. So it looks like they've adopted carbonite freezing. And he delivers the bounties to the Carl Weathers character, who's the head of the bounty hunters. Believable character. No issues with that. And he sets him up with a new bounty, but he has to meet the person face to face, and it turns out to be a hidden Empire regime. Let's see, Heidi. We have dark stormtroopers with dark, dirty armor on because they can't maintain it and just keep they're in hiding. Who gives him a special bounty with just a few things to look on. Doesn't tell him who it is or what it is. Just gives him some minor details and a tracker. From there, we see that there's a hidden cove of Mandalorians, in this little hidden building, hiding in this building, just secretly work behind the scenes. It appears, and that's pretty awesome. Having some Mandalorians in hiding. There we also have a flashback. We see that the Mandalorian's main character had some child trauma issues where he was in looked like a battle. And maybe his family was killed, and there's stuff exploding all around him, and he's what they were called. They called him. He was a foundling, so I guess I'm assuming that means an orphan. From there, he travels to a desert planet, where he quickly runs into some native species and an Ugnaught. At first, you kind of think this, wow, this. Because he comes like, you're a bounty hunter. I will help you. It's like, okay, that's kind of quick. But you kind of like this guy towards the end as it goes on. I mean, he'll say something and then he'll always end it with, I have spoken. And it turns out he's helping them. He's tired of bounty hunters coming to his planet trying to catch this person. So he's trying to help the bounty hunter because he's like, hey, get this over with so you guys stop coming here. So there'll be peace once we get whatever you get what you want. So we have a little moment there. The Mandalorian has to learn how to ride one of these animals, and he finds this bunker. And before he attacks it, an IG assassin droid shows up and starts attacking. So he's kind of forced into instead of making a planned secret attack, he has to jump into the attack and partner up with the assassin droid, who's played by Taiki Waititi, and he was a pretty cool kid. He was pretty, kind of what you expect there. He's a kind of hilarious, a comical assassin droid kind of thing, and they're pretty much fighting all these guys. And finally, they take them all down. They find the bounty, and it's lo and behold, the big spoiler here: a baby Yoda, or a baby Yoda species. Just threw them off because they were told the thing they were looking for was 50 years old, and of course we all know Yodas live for centuries, so a baby infant could be 50 years old. So the Mandalorian was tasked with bring it back alive, or for a lower fee if he can proof of termination, he could get a lower fee. Well, the IG-88 droid or IG-11 droid, sorry, that's what he's in this, is just instantly going for the kill. So he turns on the Mandalorian shoots the IG droid in the head and kills it, and is left hovering over the baby. And they do the little reach his hand out, and the baby reaches its hand out, and they touch fingers. So, I mean, it could be that he's taking the baby back alive for more money, but I'm pretty sure we know how this is going to go. He's going to try and protect the baby. People are going to come after him to get the baby. And that's probably what the plot of the season is going to be. It's, it's more family friendly, I get. But, I mean, it is a Disney show. I mean, you got to do something like that. You can't keep it just super dark and gritty. But I'm okay with that. I mean, so the question now is what's up with this baby Yoda? Why does these Empire guys really want this Yoda thing, especially the doctor guy that was there wants him alive? I mean, it's obviously hinting that it's probably force sensitive. And seeing how this takes place right after Return of the Jedi, I don't know if this is going to factor into anything First Order or not. That's to be determined. But I think this was a very solid start for the show. It's very intriguing, very Star Wars-ish, very old schoolish. and people shouldn't. People will complain because people love to complain. That's what people do on the internet. If it's Star Wars, they must hate it. But I thought it was a very good start. And El Cachorro is very, very intrigued to see more of the Mandalorian. And we'll be back with more videos covering every episode. I have spoken.